Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me tonight. I wanted to talk about, what to do, or what do we do when we come up against people or groups of people that really do not like our faith, our Christian faith. They don't like Jesus. They don't agree with God. They don't agree with anything. Don't like any of it. How do we react in that situation? What do we do? Because I know that in my flesh, when I come against those groups of people or those types of people, it's hard to not, want to cast judgment and, point the finger like, you guys are really wrong. You have no idea what's in store. If you really continue down this path, it's really not going to be good for you. Like you almost want to just let them know all the stuff when they're yelling at you, and stuff, or just condemning or saying horrible things about Jesus, and because it hurts. It's like someone talking bad about your family member, and it just gets me really fired up and really passionate. But I know that that's not what Jesus called us to do. He wanted us to be confront things with steadfast faithfulness and love and joyfulness and praying for those people. But it's really tough, in practice, and because it's easier. It's like one of those things where it's so easy just to say that from a distance, or say it in theory, but then in practice it can become really tough. If you've ever been in those situations, or you see things on social media, and then you just, especially I think on social media too, because it's so easy just to get on there and just be like, oh yeah, well, how about this scripture, take that, read that, that's gonna prove you wrong, because we want to be right. We want to be like, yeah, I bet you didn't read this, and then, oh, but what about this? And then they come back with something else, and then it starts just becoming insults, and then you guys are just trying to prove each other wrong instead of prove to them by being that emulation of Christ, and showing them that, as being a Christian, how that it changes who you are and it reflects on God. Again, it's like your family. God is our Father, and so how we act in the world is a representation of Him. So it's just like that idea. It's like, okay, like can you imagine if someone else was a reflection of you, walking around, and how they acted and behaved? It was like, oh wow, well, obviously, Josh is really someone you gotta watch out. I mean, look at how his son, or whatever, his friend there, who's a representation of him, look how he behaves. That's not a good person you want to be around then. So yeah, it's just truly showing people that through love and through kindness and understanding, and once they see that you're not fighting back and you're not getting aggressive, that they're gonna start to question, like, that guy was really calm, or that woman was really peaceful, there was a peace about her, like, what is that? Like, people start to question things. It starts to plant little seeds, even just in how you act, your behavior. God works through all ways, even in just your behavior. So just something to think about. Yeah, I'm just curious as to what you guys think. If anyone wants to comment or put their 2 cents in on how they think about different situations or different groups of other religions coming in, and that don't like Christianity. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.